Phil announced that there was a tenant that had been delinquent in his rent, and by golly, Phil was going to go collect it. So off he went. He was gone quite a while, and he came back with looking a little bit sheepish. So of course the question was, well, did you collect the rent? No. Well, what did you do? Well, I discovered that he lost his job, so we bought him groceries. Yeah.
So it's been 20 years since Phil passed, right? So he was a good friend to, I think, all of us. And most everybody in the business, and an inspiration at the time, and still.
What came to mind as I was thinking about this was his ability to inspire for others to aspire.
Sometimes I hear a phrase, if you give, then you will receive. And it strikes me that that never was Phil's motivation. He wasn't giving to get something back. He was giving because it was the right thing to do.
And there was not one time that he was just so true with whatever he did. He was just somebody that always had something nice to say, and it's just good to know someone like that.
Phil was just, I still miss him. He's just a real close friend.
I miss you, and I'm among a long list of people who really do miss you and appreciate you for what you did and just the way you went about doing it so quietly.
I'm not sure how many of us really knew. He and Melanie were foster parents to a whole slew of foster children. And it stopped me in my tracks when I was putting this thing together, and I said, I just never knew that. I don't know why I didn't know it. They just very quietly did it, I guess.
In terms of what other things he was doing, he was just very quiet about it. He was, like you said, it's like when you were with Phil, he was all about being with you. He wasn't somebody who bragged or talked about everything that he was involved in doing. He was, I think, sort of an uncle to me and lots of other people that I knew.
I loved what you did, the quote from John Wesley.
Yeah.
That, I don't know if you can repeat it.
I have it here. I could read it. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. So maybe that's a good answer to what inspired Phil.
I guess my only regret is that I didn't have the opportunity to know him well enough over the years. I suppose had I known all of these things that are coming out now, and I hope what we're doing will help others to see the next Phil that's out there. Because there is other Phils that are out there that are doing real estate, helping the community, but we just don't always get to identify them.
Thanks for the legacy. Thanks for showing us what it means to be involved in the community. If Phil had a web page, he would not be concerned about getting clicks.
He wouldn't have a web page, probably.